image. Look at this stadium, absolutely impeccable, and the players who will be delighting us today. Jano Black in goal for Atletico. The back four, Juanfran, Stefan Savic, Diego Godin and Felipe Luis. In midfield, Koke and Carrasco playing either side of Gabi, Fernandez and Saul Nieguez. Up front, Antoine Griezmann, and on form, Angel Correa. That means on the bench, Moya, Lucas Hernandez, Jose Maria Jimenez, Thomas Partey, Nico Gaitan, Fernando Torres and Kevin Gameiro. Magnificent image there, the circular roof of this stadium. Reminds me somewhat of the Pantheon in Rome, seeing that circular hole in the sky there. Andres Iniesta, the captain today for Barcelona, shaking hands with Gabi Fernandez.
I'd advise Iniesta to count his fingers.
Yeah, as we said, watching those tremendous images in the tunnel before the players come out, no quarter is going to be given.
No. From
this point on.
We called it in the show yesterday. We said Gabi back even at 34, because that's who Simeone counts as his touchstone.
Here's the Barca lineup for today. Mark ter Stegen in goal. There's a return for Nelson Semedo at right back, Jordi Alba at left back, and in central defence, Piqué and Samuel Umtiti. And well, our graphics department see a 4-3-3 for Barca with Rakitic, Busquets and Iniesta in midfield. And that means up front, Leo Messi, Luis Suarez and Andre Gomes. Some doubt perhaps about the way Barca will set up there, Graham.
I think it comes hard to anybody who's arranging the graphics to say, well, Barcelona, with the choice of playing 4-3-3, aren't 4-3-3. There was a long time when 4-4-2 would have been considered a swear word around this club. And let's see where it goes.
Performance for Argentina midweek. Lays that one off superbly to Suarez. Return ball to Messi. It falls for Messi! Just into the side netting. What an amazing opening 30 seconds. And that is a sign of things to come perhaps tonight in the Metropolitano. Messi stays down, smile on his face, perhaps fortunately for us viewers.
10 goals he's got against Cholo Simeone's Atleti since the Argentinian took over. And this moment here when Felipe Luis falls, all week he's been setting up the duel. Felipe Luis saying, we shake hands at the end, but my role is the butcher. Well, the butcher dropped his cleaver there, and
Alba back to Iniesta. Iniesta trying to get away from Koke, speeding past him, gets into the box, comes up against Gabi, gets the return. Iniesta into the hands of Jano Black. 3 minutes on the scoreboard, and we're yet to see the ball cross the halfway line for Atletico.
One of the things critically that we mentioned coming into this game, would we see cobwebs and FIFA virus?
And Sergi Roberto. Neat turn from Correa, gets away from Piqué and Busquets, finds Griezmann, the flag's up for offside. Very skillful turn, run and pass there from Angel Correa. There's a poor one from Iniesta. Griezmann in the area, tries the shot, getting a hand to it, Mark ter Stegen. First corner of the game for Atletico Madrid, and the Metropolitano makes itself heard. Here's a flick on from Griezmann. Semedo was there to intercept. It's Griezmann once more. Still Griezmann, and another fine save from ter Stegen. 2 attempts from the Frenchman, 2 stops from the German, and Atletico looking very promising indeed in these early minutes.
Stegen's kept the minute. His form has gone up since Neuer was injured. Stegen became the senior goalkeeper for Germany. That's been a stimulus to him. And time and again, before this match...
Jordi Alba. Here's Andres Iniesta. Messi first time, and he's caught there. And the whistle goes, and it's an early yellow card for Picks out Felipe Luis. Carrasco does very well indeed. Saul tries the shot. What a fantastic goal from Saul Nieguez. What a brilliant finish beyond the reach of Mark ter Stegen. The Wanda Metropolitano explodes with joy. 20 minutes on the clock. Saul Nieguez with a goal worthy of the occasion. 1-0 to Atletico.
Carrasco, the danger man. Carrasco, as Griezmann drops very deep and right. Barca's defence don't quite know what to do with Carrasco, and his movement is on track. Saul, we know, they know, can finish like that, can shoot like that. Here's the moment when Barcelona are undone. Just that slight inside ball. Fine finishing from distance where Stegen gets a full-length dive and can't even come close to touching it. That lands in the side panel, which tells you that's exquisite. It isn't simply powerful, it's perfect.
Brilliantly placed shot by Saul Niguez. That's the reaction to the goal. Griezmann goes across and is the first to celebrate with him. It's 1-0 to Atletico.
Headed goals Barcelona have scored in the league this season.
Leo Messi looks up, swings in the cross. Suarez was close to it, so too was Piqué. Nobody got a touch. I don't think it came off a defender. It's a throw into Football Club Barcelona.
Suarez has his hands on his head there, and it just seemed as if he mistimed his jump because the ball was dropping perfectly for him, and he's still berating himself, or berating lady who's on the training ground, requires to be given. And there we see how Suarez is almost ducking. That's a really odd piece of work by him. It's going over him. Savage gets it
off to Iniesta. Jordi Alba. Alba looks up, cuts it back. Leo Messi. There's danger here. The shot blocked by Gabi. Busquets keeps play going. Semedo to Rakitic. Rakitic across the face of the area. Messi couldn't quite bring that under control. Iniesta to Suarez. Blocked by Savage. In comes Alba's cross, headed clear by Felipe Luis.
Behalf for the last day and a half, but that Iniesta pass that we're about to see again is absolutely sensational, and the diving block from Savage saves All Black from having to do work, but perhaps rebound the ball back out into the...
And Griezmann not forming part of this attack, and the referee blowing for half-time. What's happening here? He's got the yellow card out.
He got this absolutely perfect as far as I'm concerned. He lets the advantage go exactly as you called it. Griezmann is lolling on the ground, complaining, not injured, and any who's studied the way that Mateo Lahoz, who's been played by him before, needs to be up and immediately going. This is going to be a play on. This is an opportunity for me, Griezmann, to take advantage of the fact that Rakitic is on the floor, and he doesn't do it, and then he goes back and he books Rakitic.
Exactly.
100%
bullied off the ball really there by Samuel Umtiti. Here's Suarez. There's an overlap from Jordi Alba. He's going to get to it. Cuts it across to the far post, over hits it. Leo Messi looks at him as if to say, what was that?
What did you have for breakfast?
I think everybody expected that to be pulled back as usual. It's swung in once again. Savage gets his head to it. Suarez, oh, lovely turn from Suarez. Can't link up with
play from Jordi Alba, and then Messi does take a double take to say, what the heck, fella? Here's that foul again, and absolutely pin-perfect pass, whereas Piqué anticipated it and was able to get across and block.
Koke finding Griezmann. Griezmann first time, he struck that like a rocket, but a rocket that was just narrowly off target. They're looking very, very sharp though, Atletico, and Barca looking sluggish. He really struck that, didn't he?
He did. I'm going to say that I'm looking at Stegen's body language, that he knew it was a powerful hit, but
Gabi gives it away to Alba in precision. Can Messi take advantage of this? Here's Suarez, gets away from Godin. Suarez with the shot, blocked by Oblak, and he does so well to get the ball away from the letting him down. Andre Gomez. Here's Messi. Down he goes. Free kick.
I need to pick up on what you've said. It was absolutely perfect the way you nailed it. And Atleti, when they're in control of the ball, as long as they're winning it back quickly and not gifting it away, are in control of this match. As soon as the ball is gifted away, Barcelona have pace, they have momentum, they move it quickly, and it ends up, first of all, with Suarez's ability to turn and shoot, forcing Oblak into his first decent save, and now this free kick.
Plenty of players in the wall. Messi off the upright. What a brilliant strike. I'm not sure if Oblak might have had it covered. Messi. Let's have another look. Look what's going on the wall. It's almost like a line-out of rugby, isn't it?
It's what's going on in the ball that I love, because it's you look at the distance, you look at what's going on in front of him, you look at the size of the keeper, and there's no way he should be able to bend that, and he almost did. And I think that's me.
Now Busquets. Alba once more. Busquets to Iniesta. First time from Suarez. He's claiming handball. The referee says no. Suarez looks at the linesman.
I think Gomez thinks this is my last moment. Bit frustrated. Well, that's a handball in my view. That's a handball and a penalty.
Just get the arm up behind. Well to get his head to it, Deulofeu. Rakitic was just desperate to get that ball. Here's Busquets. Suarez to Messi. Messi's shot, or Black holds it at the second time of asking. It's a little bit better from Barcelona.
Look how much it fits. Gomez coming onto the ball, has time and space to run, find the right pass to Rakitic. It's shuttled across the front to the penalty box much more quickly, more coherently than almost at any other stage.
Ivan Rakitic. Sergio Roberto. Deulofeu gets away from Godin, pulls it back. There was Luis Suarez. And it's a goal kick, but again from the other side, Barcelona.
Simply that they've got substitutes on. It's different types of players, different positional space, and Barcelona
misplacing a pass so far today. Here's Leo Messi. Rakitic gets into the box, it falls to Messi!
It can all go off, there can be elbows and pushing and shoving. The two great warriors, two South Americans, were grinning as they got up, and it's lovely play, and we're seeing better football now, but it's taken.
However, and Jordi Alba goes down.
That's so foolish. It's not. I mean, it's not. He's such a clever player. He's eked the absolute most out of his talent over the years, and it's just something he didn't need to do. And it's the elbow, not the hand. Alba doesn't look clever because he's holding his face, but the elbow goes to that. Unnecessary.
It's a free kick to Barcelona. We've got 14 minutes of this fascinating clash left. Leo Messi looking up to weigh up the options, wearing the captain's armband since Iniesta's substitution. Headed down by Piqué. Deulofeu. Bit of space for him as he attacks Felipe Luis. Finds Suarez. Not a bad first touch from Suarez, and not a bad right hand from Jano Black.
No matter who wins this game, that's beautiful football.
It is.
The winger on the move, and Deulofeu didn't always find the right pass. And I remember you and I commentating on his early games this season and commenting that that's what he was doing. It was a slide rule pass. The first touch from the Uruguayan is good enough, and he's just short of pace and power to beat Oblak. But that's
Sergio Roberto. Bit of space opened up there. The cross comes in, and it's 1-1. Luis Suarez silencing the Metropolitano. Look at the response from Barca. Look at the response from Jordi Alba. Jano Black cannot believe it. Luis Suarez cropping up on the far post, and Barca are right back into it, and suddenly those 10 minutes are going to seem a lot longer for Atletico.
I want to go one back. I want to go back to what the coach did when he put Sergio Roberto on. I pointed out the fact that Gomez was out of position. How has Gomez played since the change? Twice as good.
Absolutely.
Look at this space and the overlap, the movement. In the first half, we talked about how static they are. There's a centre forward doing what centre forwards do well. But look at Sergio Roberto. He's born to that role. That idea that Valverde had and chose Gomez for about can we move into positions where we shouldn't be and give superiority of numbers. That was the Guardiola phrase. And Sergio Roberto is born to do that, has been doing it all his life for Football Club Barcelona, and Gomez hadn't. Gomez has been playing international football for 2 weeks. Hello, Mum. That's maybe Suarez saying hello to his parents, or else being slightly controversial than one of the better battles. But why wouldn't you when you just scored the equaliser with 8 minutes left?
I mean, we all know how it works, Graham. When you receive the flack for 82 minutes, you score the goal.
You say hello.
You say hello to the fans, and I think the fans accept and expect that.
Well,
but what a brilliant header from Luis Suarez. What a brilliant header from Suarez.
They've just signed an equivalent back in Diego Costa, who'll be doing exactly the same at the Camp Nou in the second half of the season once he scores the equaliser with it got to. You're right about the header, but boy, the supply was Rolls Royce.
And can I just tell you, I mean, obviously the supply had two options. One of them was Paulinho in the middle, one was Suarez on the far post. Black got a hand to that header, and that took some doing. Here's Deulofeu taking on Felipe Luis, just taking him on a little bit too far. Fernando Torres has come on. I didn't see who for, I have to say. We'll check and we'll tell you as soon as we know. It was a quickly made substitution while the replays were being shown.
And while our eye was being drawn to what's been spectacular about this match, can Barcelona unlock a clever, hard-working, dignified Atleti side? And they did so once, and they almost did it again with Sergio Roberto being the one to press and to win the ball and set Deulofeu free again. The Sergio Roberto substitution has been typical of Valverde. I mentioned the fact that time and again this season he's changed situations. The key is for him to begin to get it right all the time from the start. But he, as much as any of the actual players on the pitch, has changed the flow of this game.
I just want you to tell me if you can see Gabi Fernandez still on the pitch. I can't see him. In that case, it's Torres for Gabi. Leo Messi on the ball. Just taking it a little bit too far. That'll be a goal kick. That's one heck of a change if that's the one that Simeone's made.
Torres is on because it's clear that Griezmann is too isolated. There's the delivery. Juanfran wrong position. Neither of the centre halves going with Suarez, which their job is, and it's what he does brilliantly. And the confidence he got back, because he was missing those. The confidence he got back from a right foot and a left foot finish against Bolivia in the 4-2 win for Uruguay. You knew made him a more deadly player this afternoon, but with the service, a silver service.
Well, that goal makes him a more deadly player for defences all over La Liga Santander, that's for sure. Good news for Football Club Barcelona. Here's Jordi Alba combining with Messi. Have a great understanding, those two. Messi getting away from Partey with ease, finds Paulinho, and some superb skill from Diego Godin there.
Diego Busquets Godin. And he's on the run. That run began to be reminiscent of a Tony Adams goal that won the title, and at the Old Highbury, as he won the ball, carried on the run and scored, I think, against Derby. And Godin's now got to make the long trek back. But that's Fred Astaire. Fred Astaire in football boots.
Yep, caviar, delicatessen, whatever you want to call it. Diego Godin, not just a hard man, he knows how to play this game too. And you can see the disappointment on his face as Barcelona have got right back into this, and right now you've got to say, with 5 minutes to go, this is anybody's game, because Barca are pushing forward. Atletico have got Torres, Griezmann, Gaitán out there, the quality of Koke and Saul.
The game is stretched. The game is stretched, and Barca are no longer asphyxiated. Number one, by the marking scheme and the hard work of Atleti, who are trudging, but equally they've come alive. Those who have been feeling cobwebs or jet lag are now saying, we're in this, we're going to win it. It can go either way, I totally agree, but the domination of the away side in the second half has been greater than the domination of the home side in the first half.
Yeah, a brilliant response from Barcelona. All kudos to Valverde for whatever his pep talk was at half-time. Juanfran Torres has just been penalised for that last challenge on Luis Suarez, and it's Leo Messi to take the resulting free kick. Swinging it into the box and into the domain of Jano Black. He's quick to send it back. Only one man up front, and that's Nico Gaitán. Lovely control. Messi helping out at the back. Koke, and that was an under-hit pass. Very, very risky challenge from Busquets. He made it cleanly.
He had to get to the ball before the man arrived, otherwise it's obviously going to be a foul, maybe a booking. He judged it to millimetres.
Here's Gaitán again. Look at Torres lurking on the edge of the box. This is Griezmann. Saul Nieguez. Felipe Luis in space on the left. So too is Koke here on the right with Juanfran. And look at Simeone urging the players on. And Busquets once again getting a crucial boot in there. Saul. Probably the couple of minutes in this second half in which Atletico have pushed Barca the furthest back. Here's Juanfran. And Titi with the clearance. It'll be a throw to Atletico. And the Metropolitano urging the Colchoneros on.
You pointed out that's the 13th man, because Cholo Simeone is the 12th man.
Absolutely. Suarez for Barcelona. Can Barca hit Atletico on the break? Deulofeu, a fresh pair of legs. Driving forward, only Felipe with him. Andre Gomez. Here's Gomez. Can he try the shot? Oh, and Suarez so close to getting on the end of it. Maybe he should have had a go himself, the Portuguese, Graham Hunter.
If you're Andre Gomez, I buy your argument, but if you're Andre Gomez, you don't do that. You're not establishing the team. Your confidence isn't as it would be normally. You're not a prolific scorer, and you deliver the perfect ball. That's a failure by Suarez. That's to be finished. He's just short in his arrival and his launch at the ball. 90 in the last.
And it was a good interception by that man, Diego Godin, quite rightly wearing the captain's armband and sprinting to get back now as Deulofeu links with Sergio Roberto. Here's the danger man, Messi, shakes off the attentions of Koke, finds Suarez. Suarez gets it on his right foot and tries the shot, not too far over the top, and the home fans letting Suarez know exactly what they think about him.
Let's give kudos to Deulofeu. Deulofeu, since he came on, has won the ball back, has overlapped numerous times, has set up chances, made good passes. Just as Sergio Roberto has turned this game, so has Deulofeu. And it tells you something about Valverde. Saw these guys over the 2 weeks of the international break when they were at home with him, working hard under him, and he didn't select them. And he's going to look at that on his long travel home to Catalonia from the capital tonight and say, I made a mistake.
Well, if the score stays like this, it's not going to be seen as a disaster, especially with Barca coming from behind. Paulinho driving forward there, very stretched, as you say. Gomez, Partey was there to just get a touch to it. Oblak clears, advantage Umtiti, but that one's straight out of touch for a throw-in.
Yeah, we've seen what Atleti weren't showing, that some of their players have jet lag too, took the pressure of qualifying matches in Europe, and the game is so stretched and open. It's atypical for anything you see in a desired Cholo Simeone situation.
Especially as you pointed out, 3 minutes have been added, so 3 more to play. You pointed out how much further they'd run than the Barca players in the first half too, starting to show 1 or 2 tired legs for the Colchoneros. Piqué plays that back to Ter Stegen. The Metropolitano fans urging Koke on to pressurise the German keeper. Firm challenge from Thomas Partey and a free kick given. And Simeone insisting that his players respond and get back behind the ball, whether it's a free kick or not. He doesn't care. He wants the players to maintain concentration for the next 2.5 minutes. Busquets to Paulinho. Sergio Roberto, Deulofeu, Paulinho, Busquets, Leo Messi lays it off superbly to Andre Gomez. Gomez finds Jordi Alba. Alba's cross, and it was Leo Messi who so nearly got on the end of it. Andre Gomez keeps things going. Here's Umtiti, Sergio Roberto. Deulofeu screaming for it and getting it. He fancies his chances against Felipe Luis here. Combining with Suarez. Back to Suarez, who just can't get on the end of it. Saul losing out to Umtiti, pulling him back. That's a free kick. And Umtiti not too pleased with that one.
And also Saul's worked under Simeone. The ball just accidentally gets kicked away.
I think a yellow card is out for Saul. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Taking that one for the team. Doing the boss's work. I mean, the boss would be out there making the fouls himself if he could, wouldn't it? Suarez back to Alba into the last minute. Here's Suarez. Can't make the pass. It's given away to Leo Messi. Don't give it to him. And Griezmann making up for it, but Messi stays down. It's a free kick in the D, and the card is out for Griezmann, and he knows it.
It's not just remorse you're seeing there, that's tiredness.
Yep.
You pinpoint the fact that they'd outrun them, that they'd used so much energy in the first half, and that's a tired decision, and to then foul like this is just tiredness, and you wouldn't make that decision if the best football.
Leo Messi is one of those. It's surely going to be Messi. Nobody can doubt that in the Metropolitano. Can he get this one on target? Can he beat Jan Oblak? This for 3 points. Leo Messi! Straight into the body of Jan Oblak. A lovely smile on the face of the greatest player the world has ever seen. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 between Atletico and Barca in the Metropolitano. Well, Jan Oblak's had his work to do in this second half. What an astonishing 90 minutes football, Graham Hunter.
What a beautiful way for it to finish. Messi winning the free kick, Griezmann's error, Messi breaking the wall, putting it on target, Oblak there, solid. You could hear the thump and the sigh from the Wanda all around him. And it's like a little metaphor. Here's the movement, Piqué away, Atleti asleep again, Oblak thanking the Lord that's going straight down his gullet. And if a side deserved to win, the second half was demonstrably Barca's, then Barca deserved to win. But I have to say, as a neutral watching this, I'm glad Oblak grabbed that.